Six Nations game number 2, folks, of Super Saturday, and Wales get a win. 31-17. This is, I think, my favourite Six Nations campaign ever that I've seen game in, game out. Not because Italy lost, but nobody goes home winless this campaign. Well done, Wales. There's been such negativity and whatnot about Welsh rugby the last few years, but you've been building this Six Nations campaign and you cap it off with a well-deserved win. Big first half, particularly from the forwards, the likes of Dewi Lake and Aaron Wainwright. Absolutely cracking shifts from those guys, and then a big defensive effort in the second half as the Italians were mounting a bit of a comeback. Italy's had a great campaign. I've loved watching them as well, but I'm just so chuffed that Wales's Six Nations losing run has finally been ended, and they don't end the campaign on a sour note. Fans go home with something happy. We'll go through the key events and the stats. You guys can let us know your thoughts. My voice is probably still a bit off because I went to a bachelor party last night for my mate Tony from Distracted Sports, and we didn't finish up until close to 2 in the morning. I've not slept yet. The sun is up. It's been a long day. There's still one game to go, but we'll get through this game, and then I've still got maybe an hour between this and the next one. A few mistakes early. I thought it was a bit tentative. Both sides making errors. Welsh line-out was not looking great. First one. The Italian first one was a bit scrappy, and their line-out in the first half, generally, the Italians was a bit bad. The Italians had a knock-on. Wales got held up in the tackle. Neither side was really taking the game by the scruff of the neck. Menoncello had the first genuine chance. He's been a danger man all tournament. He's been a cracking player. But they didn't convert on it. Wales' defence was able to scramble and win themselves a turnover. So it was chance missed or chance denied, whichever way you want to look at it. Garbisi also had a shot at goal on 11 minutes, drifted wide. Chance for the Italians missed. Wales, on the other hand, they get going. 14 minutes. And it starts from hard work on kick chase, which I think the coaches will absolutely love. Fusco didn't do himself any favours for the Italians because he was fumbling the ball near the sideline. So when he finally gathered it, he was under a fair bit of defensive pressure from the Welsh defenders. But that hard work to chase that kick, to be there, to put pressure on them, wins them a penalty. The breakdown from that penalty, go for the sideline, from the sideline. Second phase ball, Wainwright power carry up the guts, try time, 7 points to 0 Wales. And Wainwright has been so good all tournament in terms of just getting those post-contact meters. He's got such a good drive, so highlight-worthy stuff from Wales on that one. That was a proper thing of beauty. 7 points to 0 in front. And Italy had a chance to reply. Like, they honestly, the first half does not go well for them, but they had their opportunities. They did their own defensive high work rate stuff when Eddie James was caught behind the defensive line, behind the well behind the advantage line. Italian defenders came up, smothered him, and then were able to win a penalty to break to their own. But then they just kind of fumbled the pass. They're attacking from the line out. Garbisi just fumbles it. It's a pass that probably would have stuck for Italy in a different game. But again, you got to give credit to the Welsh scramble defence for putting pressure on these guys. So another missed chance for Italy. They've had 2-3, at least if you include the penalty scoring opportunities, taken nothing. And then Wales got on the other end, score again. Wainwright, this time it's the maul get going. They thought it was held up, but the TMO has a look. And sure enough, he has scored the thing. And it came from first a Welsh scrum penalty win and then a breakdown penalty from the Italians. So, yeah, penalties piggyback you up the field. Get down the red zone, take your points. They did it, 14 points to 0. And then they're absolutely putting like the screws on the Italians on 28 minutes. There's scenes. You can see the energy in the Welsh players. It is absolutely lifting them as I'm bleary-eyed and my eyes are wanting to shut. I can't because look at the Welsh energy, which is, I'm absorbing this Welsh energy through my TV screen because they had another 5-metre line out. Dewi Lake goes over. He's been another cracking player of the Six Nations campaign. So goodness me, 21-0. Punishing Italian discipline. The forwards are getting going. Wainwright and Lake. It is cracking stuff. And then right before halftime, Rhys Carey, who's been immense as well all campaign, he wins himself a breakdown penalty too. So they are really, really fired up. They couldn't score from the resulting attack. But geez, Wales have taken the game on the front foot. And Italy, as I said, have had chances, but they have not been able to take them. 21-0 halftime. Possession 61-39 to the Welsh. Territory is pretty even, but they've broken 16 tackles to 7, the Welsh, so it's a bit more offensive punch, which is something that's been a bit lacking as well. The Italians are not doing themselves any favours discipline-wise. They've conceded 8 penalties to 2, and their lineout's 1 from 4 at halftime, so not great. They've only had 2 entries into the Welsh 22 and taken no points, whereas Wales have gone into the Italian 22 4 times, and they scored 3. That's clinical. Second half, Wales go more phases. Adams is like, but we saw both wingers from Wales this game kind of running crossfield, but it seemed to work for them. Adams was cutting across field before he got, was it the one where he got ankle tapped? He was running crossfield anyway, and it was looking dangerous. They had a few advantage line carries. They got penalty advantage. And then there's another one where he got, not the one where he got ankle tapped, but that's the one that ends in the Dan Edwards try with the penalty advantage. Nice gap. That's the final try, but that's bonus point time. And they had some nice, just the forwards, the hard-working forwards, man. Carey, Leg, Wainwright, both of them. Carter, like in the build-up to that try. It started with the Josh Adams, jinking and jiving, but it's the forwards who just grind it up. Finished off by the backs. Nice try for Dan Edwards. 28 points to 0. And then, I do feel like they still blew a chance, though. Because they had like a 4-on-2 from turnover ball after a big Reece Carey hit as well. I think it was Alex Mann that put the kick through. Too bleary-eyed and confused to remember, but it was definitely a missed chance for a try. I felt like if they go through the hands, probably score, but it kind of doesn't matter too much because from the resulting goal line dropout, Dan Edwards, just cool as a cucumber, slots a droppy. So we're at 31 points. 31 points to 0, which is pretty friggin' impressive for Wales. And I like the droppy from the goal line restart. We saw that back when they way first introduced that rule. Like, I remember the Americans used to do it. They were one of the first innovators of that, but it's kind of gone out of fashion. Never really caught on that much. Anyway, it's 31-0. Then the Italians, I mean, they're obviously going to get 17 unanswered points. So they do come back into the game. They won a scrum penalty of their own. Get some momentum. They do get it. The maul gets going. They get a try. Plus Archie Griffin gets yellow carded. So it seems like a golden opportunity. 14 men on the field for Wales to take the game back a bit closer for the Italians, but they don't really get it going. During the yellow card period, anyway, I thought Wales played pretty well during the yellow card. Like, they had their own runs. That's the one where Josh Adams got ankle tapped after he was just making a line break. The Italians did have their maul going against 14 men, but they were held up, so it's another missed chance. Didn't concede any points during the yellow card. The Welsh, and they had a decent amount of attacking pressure for a wee while. Even if they didn't score from it, it certainly ate down the yellow card time. And then the Italians really, I do feel like, take it up a notch. But the Welsh defence just proved very stubborn. Scything scrum play from Menoncello. Adams returns the ankle tap favour. So they're not able to score, the Italians, because Thomas Williams and Dan Edwards push Monteioane into touch. Then the Italians did get it through Tommy Allen. That one was pretty... They were made to work for it for a long time. There were nice hands, bricks, Garbisi. Allen finishes it off, so it's 31-12. 10 to play. Is there a crack in the door opening? Not really, because Wales slam it shut. Ioane gets denied by a desperate Ellis Mead tackle. Marin gets denied by the leg of James Botham just short of the line. So another 2 tries go a big one for Italy. They did get one at the death through Garbisi. Nice quick hands, but ultimately Wales just too good. And I love seeing them win. What can I say? They've been winless in the Six Nations for so long. I loved it. Clean breaks is 6-3 to the Italians, but defenders beaten is 27-16 to the Welsh. So it's a nice split. The penalty count evens up a bit, 10-7. Italy conceded more in the first. Wales conceded more in the second. Individuals, man, both of them 15 tackles. Lake, 15 carries. Wainwright, 15 carries. Those guys were very busy. Menoncello winning turnovers, getting line breaks. Very, very dangerous man. He's been quite the player all campaign. But yeah, I'm going to go have a quick rest before the next game, because it's been a long night. But I'm very pleased for the Welsh. And as I said, I think the Italians had a good campaign. You guys let us know your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel. I would much appreciate it. You guys take care. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Ta-ra.